Alright, alright, alright. Boom. This one will be, I guess just rated G, because I know YouTube's going that way. This is just going to be about how too much muscle is really not a good thing. I mean, for the short term, but long term effect. And at the end of the video, I'll give 2 reasons of why it can actually just kill you, or definitely shorten your life. So what I want to talk about is what I consider being big. Yeah, I mean, I'm 260 now. I don't look it. I'm 6 foot, 54-inch chest, which, you know, so I mean, it's impressive, but it's t-shirt impressive or whatever. But what I'm talking about is more, well, it's still 250. If you compete in the 212 class, or back in the day, you know, Dorian Yates, Ronnie Coleman, everything. Sorry, allergies are. We live in Florida, and allergies are just killing me right now. And of course, everything gets stuffed up as soon as you start the video. But I haven't done a video in a week or two, so I got to get these out here. So what I'm calling, you know, if you're like these new kids in the gym that think they're, you know, huge at 155 pounds, you know, and you're not even really lean or whatever. It's not what I'm talking about. But anyway, so some of this relates to if you're fat too, but having a ton of muscle is just not fun. Okay, so I'm sitting on this nice couch from Germany, really expensive, and I just destroyed it because I'm 250, 260, 270, you know, floating around that time, and I just destroy stuff, just like in the truck. The seats, they just destroy them faster. Bought my son new sneakers. I had to buy myself new sneakers. You gotta remember, those sneakers, kind of like the gym equipment, are made for, you know, a 6 foot, 180 pound guy. So your sneakers are made for the average 150, 180 pound guy. So even walking, remember that compression, it's blowing it out. You start running, literally, I've blown sneakers out, especially when I was 288, 290, 300. Whew, you just feel them blowing apart. Moving up, you know, me personally, I have shin issues and calf issues. That's not necessarily being big, but you know, your joints hurt all the time. Getting up and down the stairs usually affects a lot of us. I was watching this other video with that 350 pound bodybuilder, you know, and he's sitting there just sweating and everything, and it's just not fun. I can't wash my back. I mean, look, I mean, because it doesn't look it, but I still got a pretty big back. I haven't been able to wash my back in 10-15 years, so I got to use this huge scrubby thing, or have my kid to wash my back, my wife wash my back. I was never big enough where I couldn't wipe my butt, but I was close sometimes, you know, because, you know, you're having these ginormous arms and you're trying to reach around and you just can't get there because your chest is popping out. When I had like a 60-inch chest, that wasn't fun. Sleeping is the biggest one. Of course, I got sleep apnea. It's not that bad that my neck's, well, I think it's back up to 18.5 inches now. And that'll be actually the next video after this that I'm doing about sleep apnea, which is the worst thing in the world. It really is. Well, it really is bad. Sleeping. This is something that many people don't talk about. I was thinking about it last night. I was trying to get comfortable because I've actually lost some around my gut. If you have a real small waist and big shoulders, you're sleeping on an angle. Well, obviously you're just pulling everything apart. It's not fun. So I stole my wife's pregnancy pillow when, you know, she's not pregnant long, it's been years. And I just put that in between my legs, in between here. And I know guys will put pillows behind their back so when they're like sleeping, they don't fall back, because you can't go on your chest because you'll realize, I guess in sleep apnea, all that chest muscle and everything just starts suffocating you to death. The sleep apnea affects yourself. Sorry, the allergies. You're trying to get comfortable at night, and we all know sleep is the most important thing in the world, because if you don't get a good night's rest, you wake up not only in pain, your neck's hurting because you got to get in the pillows, you got to find different pillows. It's easier nowadays because there's all these funky pillows, but when you have huge shoulders, you're doing it and it's pressing there and pressing here, it's just totally uncomfortable. You have pillows everywhere. I was talking with a buddy, he's 6'2", 6'3", I think he's only like 220, 230 now, shredded, and he says, oh, I think he has 7 or 9 pillows everywhere, just all over. You're underneath the gut, you know, of course 2 or 3 between the legs to keep them up. between the back, the neck. I mean, you're just pillows everywhere. So it's just not fun like that. And I'm keeping this one short because, attention span of all of this is hard. And I notice I ramble on a lot. The two most important things here to remember. When I'll be 45 this year, so we're going way back to 92, 93-ish. Guy in the gym, his dad or grandfather was a heart doctor. And, sorry, my daughter might be waking up. Oh, sorry, stay-at-home dad. So, got to do that. Okay, I'm not editing in that. So you have to realize God, or whoever you believe in, he used the words God. God invented us to be a certain size. And this used to always be true when you graduated high school. You graduated 150, 180, or if you're a girl, 110 or 90 pounds. And that was what you were meant to be. Whether it's fat or muscle, we're not meant to be 200, 300, 400 pounds. Now, everything internally is made for me 150 to 180 pounds. So the heart was made to pump that much blood through. The lungs, the kidneys, all through the body, the arteries, the veins, everything was made to work at a certain weight. Now you're adding all this muscle up here, and it's just putting so much strain on your heart. And that is what I'm going to touch base on in a little bit. And everything is just working so much harder, and when you're sleeping or you're moving around, you got all this extra muscle and it's just weighing you down, and it's just not fun. And until you have a ton of muscle, you'll realize, yeah, it's kind of cool when you go to the gym or you walk around. When I walk through my kids' school, it's like, yeah, ooh, I got some muscles. But it's not. So you're meant to be a certain size, and you're just fighting what you're naturally supposed to be doing. And there's always a rule when I was growing up, and it still is that way, and you could use it actually with Ronnie Coleman. For a guy 6 foot, 6'2", 220, 235, everything's fine. After that, it all goes downhill, and it's true. So this leads me into the other thing. And this was told by my heart doctor, my new heart doctor, and several other heart doctors that I've talked to over the years. All this muscle will kill you, or definitely shorten your life. Even if you're eating healthy, like my blood work is phenomenal. People dream of my blood work. Except I have no testosterone, no growth hormone, so that's HRT replacement. But all this muscle requires your everything to work so much more to flow through, and it just doesn't make sense, because you're thinking, I guess because when you're fat, we were naturally made to be, it's okay to be fat. Because, you go to the Amazon or whatever, you look at these people on TV, and they got a gut or whatever. So it seems more natural to have a little bit of a belly or whatever. When you're babies, you have a little bit of belly. Like my daughter's 2, she still has a little bit of a belly. But, so you're shortening your life, it all flowing through. So, I kind of hope this made sense. It's just something that's not really talked about. Is just too much muscle. So I'll review it and edit this and see what we need to do here.